Good mythical morning. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Good morning. Turns out we're not good mythical morning, but we're going to be watching a good mythical morning video for this morning's video. And today we're going to be watching the video, which is that they tried every Kettle Chip flavor. I, of course, haven't personally. They're kind of expensive. But one of the main reasons why I decided that this was actually kind of an interesting and good idea to be able to, for me to do this is I am an Oregonian. You might think, well, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Kettle has always been and is a Oregonian company and brand. It's based out of Salem. So it's a local company. And so, of course, it makes me kind of appropriate. Hey, Link, how you doing? If they don't put Honey Dijon somewhere near the very tippity top, these guys are out of their fucking minds. I'm just going to say it right now. Rhett and Link are out of their minds because clearly Honey Dijon is the best flavor, hands down. You can't touch that flavor of theirs.
Today we let her rip on every flavor of Kettle Chip.
Let's talk about that.
I haven't watched
Good mythical morning.
that in a long
Since you
time.
asked, Kettle Chips are thicker and sturdier than the average potato chip.
Not a sponsor.
And it's not only because the slices of potato are cut thicker. They're fried by being submerged in a large vat of oil at lower temperatures and stirred for a longer period of time instead of moving through an assembly line fryer at a high heat. That makes these Kettle Chips golden, crunchy little thick boys.
So they're not made in a big special teapot, tall and stout?
No, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Link. But the Kettle brand founder was actually going to call them pot chips and then decided that it didn't sound right. And that not only is a good joke, it's also a true fact.
Huh, it's more of a true fact than a good joke.
Pot chips, get it?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
got
it would fit perfectly with the steak.
All right,
it really
Kettle
would.
Chips does sound better than pot chips, but which Kettle brand
They could've
potato
released
chip
a wheat
flavor
chip.
tastes better
Would've
than all
worked.
the rest? Today we find out. It's time for Gut Check Kettle Brand Potato Chips Edition.
We're trying every available flavor from Kettle brand chips, all 25.
Whoop, whoop.
We're going to both rate each chip on a scale of 1 to 100 based on our initial gut reaction. After tasting them all, the top 4 chips are going to be tasted and discussed with even more scrutiny.
And I still have my third grade scoring visual aid to help me along the way. I'm growing very attached to this thing.
We all are.
The absolute best Kettle Chip will be declared the chip we ship. Stevie, let's put the kettle to the metal.
Gentlemen, I have great news for today's gut check because your palate cleanser will be none other than your favorite Topo Chico.
Thank you.
And we're going to jump right into it with Kettle Brand's classic chip flavors, starting with regular unsalted.
Yes. I'm gonna get the whole thing.
Yeah, whole chip.
It's actually kind of hard to see.
I mean, that's a
Find them in
good
the
solid
store.
potato chip.
Crunchy, not as salty as I would have hoped.
77.
I'm gonna give it a 55.
Sea salt.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is what I was looking for.
That's better. 82.
Yeah, definitely. Once you get that salt on it, 71.
Sea salt and vinegar.
Oh my.
I like Link's conservative approach
Oh,
to this.
Boom.
You know,
Might be a
you
perfect
gotta
chip.
expect.
That gives you a
better.
hit.
96.
Oh,
Might be the biggest score I've ever given anything.
that is good. Easily an 88.
Less fat sea salt.
Yeah, okay.
Really? Just as crunchy as all the other ones.
The crunch is not the problem.
It's kind of that taste.
It's better than not good. 51.
Yeah, yep. I would say 53. Really not that much different than
What
the
the
original.
hell would fat have to do
Honey
with the taste
Dijon.
of something?
Oh, interesting.
It's not like it's a meat. Not like a fat contains a
Oh,
flavor.
wee.
Honey
That is
Dijon's
nice.
phenomenal.
I like that. It's almost doing too much
That's my
for me.
favorite
75.
so much.
No, man, I'm going to give that an 80.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, that's pretty close to 75.
You seem like
All right,
you're the
yeah,
one.
they're
Hey,
already out of
you
their
need to look at my
fucking
chart.
minds.
No,
When you don't like something, it
the
should
ch-
go down this way.
The chart is
What-
in here.
what-
sour cream and onion.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Why would you rate it less than the 88 of the
A
salt
lot
and
more
vinegar?
subtle than the Lay's sour cream
He's
and
too
onion.
British for
It's
his
got a
own
nice
good.
aftertaste.
It's a solid
Oh,
chip.
Gary's a Carolinian.
But I mean,
That ain't
it's
right.
a 72 for me.
75.
Farm Stand Ranch.
Farm stand.
Never had this.
I've never seen it in
Oh.
the store. It's supposedly new, but
They're bringing the ranch flavor to farm stand.
It really hit my my
Man, the
navel.
farm stand. What y'all doing at the farm? Not standing around. You're putting ranch on them chips. 82.
Well, 16.7.
16.7?
Yeah.
67.
16.7
Bourbon barbecue.
7.
Bourbon barbecue?
16.7 is about the right number.
Too much liquid smoke.
16.7.
48.
30.
Backyard.
No, I gotta cleanse, man. After that crap.
that's a cleansing time. Yeah.
There is like a, I feel
That
like
was
a
your
butane
16.7.
taste to
Backyard
Every-
BBQ.
barbecue flavored chip. Like you can tell it's a very chemically based.
This is more traditional barbecue.
flavor.
It's not bad. 61.
45.
It stings my tongue.
You don't like it,
Yeah.
but just a little bit.
Korean BBQ.
Oh.
I'm listening.
Never heard of that one.
Could I eat this in my backyard?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I wonder if it's
there's
like.
there's an umami
an
in there.
interest-
I have a-
interesting
Wow.
I have a good question here. I wonder if, and maybe other chip brands do this too, but at least Kettle, I wonder if they specifically only ship out, they ship out their chip flavors depending on to various like regions or neighborhoods based on what sells the best in the neighborhood. Like they have a bunch of different flavors there and they try a few different other ones here and there, and then whatever ones sell the best, those are just the flavors that they'll sell persistently. I wonder if that's what they do, because it doesn't matter where across the west side of the Portland area I've been, it's pretty much exclusively sea salt, unsalted, honey Dijon, sour cream and onion, bourbon and backyard barbecue, and salt and vinegar, and jalapeno. Those are like the only ones that I've almost ever see in their store. I've seen like one or two other flavors before that I've never tried, but it's so short-lived, and I forget about it because of how short-lived it is and how uncommon it is. So I'm very curious about that.
Happening there.
Ooh, that's got to be an acquired type of thing here. You just can't walk face first into that one.
68.
50.
New York cheddar.
I may have had that before. It says white cheddar on the
Topo
bag.
Chico back.
Okay.
That's
Watch.
funny.
I like cheese. I like New York.
It's not overpowering.
80.
You could eat a lot of these
Yeah, I could.
on a Saturday night. It's good. I'm gonna give it a 70.
Saturday night.
It's in the mix.
Parmesan garlic.
Oh.
Watch out.
That could be good. It's the holy trinity of American
Is that a little
cooking.
fluffier to
Is
you?
one of the
Fluffy?
main
Airier.
one of the three.
Maybe I just got a weird chip.
And the
No,
nuclear
I think
triad.
mine's a little
the holy
fluffier.
Like I have a
trinity
double
is
layer?
garlic.
No,
Like a mattress.
not that much.
I like
Mattress.
That is nice. Maybe not good for the breath.
that. 73.
75.
Jalapeno.
Okay.
There's
like
one of the classic ones. I think. Jalapeno has no spice to it, by the way.
I just got an airy one. Sometimes the kettle,
Like a mattress.
it kind of separates it.
Like a foam.
Oh, that's
like an
what
air memory foam.
Not too spicy. I like the subtlety of it.
I want more spice than that. This is
Yeah, like I
plenty
said,
right
there's
now.
no spice
It's
to
just
jalapeno.
enough spice
at
to
all.
lead to more. 69.
67.
Peppercini.
69.
Is that like the
Pepperoncini.
little thing in the pizza box?
Uh-huh. Yep, yep.
Okay. This is what I wanted. This is the flavor pack that I wanted.
Flavor
from
pack?
Jalapeno.
Like this packed in there. From the jalapeno. This is really
Pack or packed?
89.
Here's what's interesting about it. It's got a pepper kick, and then it's got a pickle kick.
The pepper and the pickle.
Pepper and the pickle brings
Pepper
out
and
a,
favorite
Pepperoni are
novel.
literally pickled peppers.
I'm gonna get
Piper.
that to a 70.
And that concludes our classic category. So you need a
Okay.
sippy sip.
All right.
Take
okay.
one now. Gather yourself.
I would have
This is
done water.
This is a good
first.
day for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not gonna be sick later, and I love chips and the crunch.
Chips and the
Really?
crunch.
He doesn't feel like he's gonna
Well,
be
let's
sick
dive
later?
into our next
much-
The salt and
category,
the fat would make
which
me
is
probably
our
pretty sick if I ate
crinkle
this many.
cut and organic chip category, starting with crinkle cut dill pickle.
Dill peckle.
Give me that packle.
I would like a peckle, please.
pecker.
Oh,
That's almost too crunchy. I like that flavor though. I like a peckle.
kind of gimmicky to
I don't
me,
really like pickles.
but I'll still give it a 60.
85.
Whoa!
I really like that.
Crinkle cut habanero lime.
That actually sounds intriguing. I wouldn't mind trying
I'm
that.
big.
You could build a freaking house with these things. They are so crunchy. They are stout,
Like a siding.
like a Spanish-style roof.
Like a side
This one has the
panel.
most spice of anything we've
Oh,
tasted
boy.
so far.
There's a kind of complexity to this.
But the potato really comes through as well. It's interesting. That's fun. What was it?
habanero
Habanero
lime.
lime.
And I'm tasting the different
Habanero.
layers. It was like a little, I'm still on the journey.
I gotta give that a surprising 71.
I'm going to give that a solid 79.
I didn't think I'd like it.
Crinkle cut
That actually sounds
salt
good,
and
pretty good.
fresh ground pepper.
Oh yeah, salt and pepper.
Just salt and pepper.
Just typical salt and pepper.
That was a foldy.
Mine was folded
I
too.
prefer
What do you think
folded
it is
ones.
about the way that it's all
They
coordinated?
haven't given us any foldies yet because I'd get too excited about the folds.
The pepper is strong in this one.
I'm a fan of the black pepper, but I'm
Some
realizing
people are mature enough that their brain just
that it
goes a different
doesn't
direction when you say excited
Doesn't
for
work.
the folds.
I actually don't think it works that
I am
much.
for it.
I wouldn't want to eat more than 4 of these.
That's
Just,
problematic.
you're a 4-chip man.
I'm a 49 for this. Yeah.
I like it better than that. It's not great, but I'll give it a 65.
Crinkle cut
There's something
truffle
about
and sea salt.
Oh, now we're getting
Peppers.
fancy.
Truffle?
Pepper
Like
on
pigs digging for
potato
these?
chips. It just doesn't feel right for me.
Ooh, that's strong. Your breath is gonna be kicking with this.
That's a really fancy chip, y'all.
Whoa. It's a great taste, but again,
I've never
how many
had
of these could
truffle
you
in my
eat?
life, so
More
I have
than
no idea
4.
what that
Maybe-
would taste like.
Maybe 9?
I definitely compare that.
That's not
to.
kind of how. That's not really how I think about chips.
I'm gonna give it a score I've never given on a gut check ever. 59.
You going on record?
I don't think I've ever given it a 59. to
I think
anything.
this one's.
It's just a number I didn't really think
I
about.
think this
ever.
is. I think this is actually great.
right here.
78.
Crinkle cut Himalayan salt.
Oh,
This
all
is
the
gonna
way from
be-
the Himalaya. Almost got your
Oh.
finger that time.
Basic.
Can you taste the altitude?
Can you taste all of the
tastes
footprints
a
of the
little bit
dead
like a
people
gimmick
who
to me.
died of
They've
altitude
oversold this
sickness?
one. 30. It's not that it tastes bad. It's just that you're
reacting to the marketing. You feel like
you
you've
want to
been
be in the
manipulated.
Himalayas and you're down here in the foothills.
It's a good chip.
It wouldn't
66.
make much of a flavor difference if any.
Organic country style BBQ.
They got lots of types of barbecue.
I mean, it's one of the most famous and
I'm not
Country
a barbecue.
style.
I'm not a barbecue chip.
flavored chip.
Well, 'cause barbecue-
chips.
Flavoring is trying to represent something that is already a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's fakey.
it is fakey.
Don't quite
like
get what
country
you mean by
style.
that.
I'm gonna
but
sink
okay.
it down to 33.
I'm gonna give it a 52.
Organic salt and fresh ground pepper.
Organic salt and fresh ground pepper. Oh, it's a foley again.
I'll go for you.
They coordinated the foldies.
I can taste that organic salt. It's not been fertilized,
Tastes healthier. No pesticides on those salt plants.
and the pepper is better.
Salt comes from a plant.
The pepper is a
Yeah,
lot
clearly.
better.
Isn't it weird that pepper comes from a
58.
plant and salt is just a mineral? But we mix them together and act like nobody says anything about it?
I wish you wouldn't have told me that. Now that's all I'm going to think about because you're supposed to group them.
I like that one. 68.
Organic
plant.
sea salt.
Technically,
I mean, I can't taste the organs. Can you?
can you taste
I
the
can taste
organs?
the organic part of the ocean. I believe it's the part of the ocean right outside of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
I'm going to give
Just
that
on the
a
outskirts of it.
56.
Yeah, but I.
Nice.
It's solid, but I'm not
it's-
going to
you
like
can't
write
really
letters
have
about it.
organic with sea
63.
salt. If it's truly from the
Organic
sea, it's
salt and
impossible to have
vinegar.
organic.
Okay, here we go.
You're still gonna have all the mercury from the rain and all the
My particular
runoff from
chip
all
was
the
disappointing.
agriculture
The
and
chip
all
is not
the
as crunchy
factories
as the
and
original
all
salt and
the
vinegar,
other
which
No,
I
it's
gave
not.
it 96. The flavor is on point, but
Yeah.
You're
the
right.
chip is
pollution from
weird.
air that gets
What
washed
happened to the
down.
chip? 81?
60.
Organic jalapeno.
Okay, we didn't even like the real one of this.
It's not that you didn't like it. It's just
Flavor?
disappointing. Yeah.
Is better than the regular jalapeno. What is happening in my mouth? 78.
66.
And And that concludes that category. Please Topo Chico it up if you would like.
Did you just use Topo Chico as a verb?
Yes. Our final category is the limited edition Kettle Brand chip category. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Starting with apple cider vinegar.
Oh, what? Interesting.
Salt and vinegar, just apple cider vinegar.
Ooh.
I mean, yes, they're gonna add salt anyway, but
Sorry.
I'm missing a balancing flavor. I like it, but I'm missing
It's very authentic
something to offset it a little bit.
to apple vinegar, but maybe there's not enough salt.
61.
Yeah, it just wouldn't really do it. I gotta give it a 61.
61.
And that concludes the limited edition Kettle Brand chip category.
was
You have
it?
tasted all the Kettle Brand chips, and your scores
One
will be
single
tabulated
thing.
so we
Wow.
can take a look at our top 4
Honey
chips.
Dijon
Do your
should
thing,
have been
guys. We'll just
number
sit
one.
here and eat more chips.
I'm so disappointed in them. I
They
figured
may be
they
pretty
probably
good at
wouldn't go
eating
that direction,
food,
though.
but you know what? The Mythical Kitcheneers are good at making food and having a good time while they do it. You can watch them recreate dishes from hundreds of years ago or learn how to transform freezer food into a tasty treat. It's all happening over at the Mythical Kitchen channel. Go over there and tell them we sent you. Hey!
Now.
Okay, guys. According to you, the top 4 flavors of Kettle Brand chips, in no particular order, are sea salt and vinegar, peppercini, and honey Dijon.
Ooh, look at that lineup. I like
Does it
the color
surprise you?
profile.
Yeah,
Surprise you?
The
Got
color
a little brown, a little blue, a
combination
little
would
green, a
be
little orange.
fitting.
Let's start here with the orig. Oh, I got a foldy again.
Did we taste this really early on?
Classic.
It's good, but
Oh, I got a foldy.
I got a foldy as well.
That's
I don't know
better.
how you get any better
They're
than
actually
that.
not any thicker cut
But-
than a lot of chips.
And this was kind of an acquired taste for me. I do want to acknowledge that some people just don't like the taste of vinegar, but then if they
are
keep
those
eating
people
it,
here?
nope. Because
I don't see them.
if you keep eating it, you'll start liking it. I'm gonna choose a foldy.
I love to
just
put
I've
these
always
on a
hated
pizza every
vinegar.
once in a
The
while.
scent.
Oh,
and
really?
the taste.
You know,
Oh,
like
the peppers.
Papa John's will
I've
throw
had,
these into your
salt and
pizza box without even
vinegar.
asking about it.
This was a
Potato
huge
chip
surprise
before,
for
but it
me.
wasn't Kettle. I actually liked them.
Yep. Because I thought the cheese was gonna make it into this one. Like
I don't know what
it barely missed. I bet.
I don't even know what happened. That's a really, I don't know which one I like better now that I'm having this
I
again.
know this one came out of nowhere, man. It's not even my thing. And then you've got Honey Dijon,
I love them.
You said that pretty fancy.
Damn,
very
man.
sweet. Sweet.
Yep, and it also still has a kick
sweetest.
to it too. It's nice.
I'm trying to get a
It's
foldy,
real
but I
nice.
can't.
I really like the Honey Dijon, but
It's more of a second bag.
it's coming a little, it's trying a little too hard for me.
Yeah. This should never be the first bag you buy,
Well, let's pick the third
but
place.
you should always buy 2 bags.
So what gets third place? The Dijon or the sea salt? I mean, I feel
I
like
kind of like the Dijon.
I feel like
it's something
it's
different.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
This is
Let's
too
get rid of
boring.
that.
Get rid of that. So we're
And then-
putting this up as the third place.
Yes. Oh, look, it blends right
At least
in.
it made it to podium.
So
At
now it
least they
comes down
removed the
to
other one.
what I almost gave a perfect score, a 96, was something I didn't even know existed. But I'm so glad it does.
It's got a nice kick to it. It's not as much of a kick in the pants as the vinegar. Both of these are so great because with such a high crunch capacity that's contained in these chips, you're ready for
Crunch
a big crunch
capacitor.
kick. You might as well get a flavor kick that matches or surpasses it. There's no denying that this has the bigger flavor kick of the two.
And it's a flavor kick that starts strong and finishes stronger. And I am just in love with it.
I'm telling you. Let's call this the dark horse that almost made it. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Give it the speech.
There you go. The official chip that we ship, the best Kettle brand flavor that there is, salt and vinegar.
Woo! Yeah. I feel good about that, and I think everyone is going to agree, except for those that we're not going to listen to.
Right, that's how this works.
As you do all the internet. Yeah, that is one aspect of this that doesn't really work too well, is the fact that I haven't really had... I've had probably a third of the flavors that they have totaled here. Actually, no, yeah, I might have had half of them, but I don't remember most of them, admittedly. I just know my normal go-tos is obviously Honey Dijon and sea salt. Like those are my defaults. If I had to choose salt and vinegar and jalapeno, I'd probably go with that. I'd be a little bit squirrely around pepperoncini because I think pepperoncinis have always had a weird flavor. But yeah, I could try that. I don't know. I might actually like it better than the jalapeno. But those are the most memorable ones for me. I've had salt and pepper. That's very memorable. The problem is their pepper they use is very potent. So the pepper's going to dominate your mouth when it comes down to the flavors. But yeah, it's a local company out of Salem. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go about it. I'm like, I wonder. Plus, I'm consider myself like the grand protector of Honey Dijon being the best flavor. It should always be #1. But that's a different story. Actually, completely off topic of Kettle, though, I would highly recommend having, if you have not tried it yet, and from what I've heard, actually a lot of people are skeptical and too squirrely around trying it at all because they think it's weird. But if you have not had the pizza flavor Pringles, you need to try it. It is by far my favorite flavor of actually, honestly, it's probably my favorite flavor of chip I've ever had. And I've had a stupid metric butt ton of flavors of different potato chips throughout my life. And that's probably my favorite. I love it. It does honestly remind me of when Hollywood Video existed here on the West Coast. That was also a local company. In fact, I believe their headquarters were, in fact, at the Beaverton location off of Farmington and Lombard. But, like, my brother worked there for so long when I was a kid. When I was really little, at that location. And for a while, for like a year or so, he would actually fairly consistently bring back these bags of pizza flavor popcorn. And it sounds disgusting, especially considering they were almost chewy moist. It was weird. Like, they weren't moist, but they seemed like they were. It wasn't what you would expect. Everything about it seemed foul and wrong until you ate it, and then you're like, oh my god, you couldn't have enough of it. It was so addictively good. Holy crap. I have no idea who the hell made that pizza popcorn, but it was phenomenal. And then I lost it for like well over a decade. Didn't have anything like it. And then one day I went to a Dollar Tree and I stumbled across pizza Pringles. I'm like, you know what? I really want to try that just in case they got at least close to what those tasted like. And they do. It's very close. And it's so good. If you haven't had those yet, you need to try it. Also, if you haven't had the Kettle Dijon flavor, you need to have it. It is so good. Yeah, to some people, it's probably overpowering. It's a little bit too bold. But I personally love it. I don't care how overpowering it is. I love its overpowering nature. It's delicious. But I have been Man Rambling Dan. You have been Dan Rambling Ran. And this channel has been banned. And that's English. And I hope to see you in the next video. If you enjoy, make sure you click the subscribe button. Of course, the videos I am watching are going to be linked down below. And I hope to see ya in that next video. You stay safe out there. Or not. I mean, it's your choice. And have a great day night, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Make sure you hit like if you enjoyed. Bye-bye.